Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Maris, a Navy Nurse Corps officer and a military entrepreneur. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful yet misunderstood benefits you have as a service member, the VA home loan. This benefit changed my life. Literally, it changed my life. I bought my first home while still on active duty, and it helped me start building wealth and stability for my family years before retirement. I'm going to show you how to do the same today. As a disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this video are my own and do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of the Department of Defense, the United States Navy, or any other U.S. military branch. This content is created for informational and educational purposes only and is not endorsed by the Department of Defense or the U.S. government. The VA loan is a zero down payment, government-backed mortgage available to active duty service members, veterans, reservists and National Guard, and some surviving spouses. Key benefits that you need to understand about the VA home loans are no down payment, no PMI, also known as the private mortgage insurance that is carried by some mortgages out there, competitive interest rates, limited closing costs, and the reusable benefit that you have with our VA home loan. You will qualify for this loan after serving 90 days of continuous active duty or 181 days of peacetime services. I bought my first property using the VA home loan during my 3rd years on active duty. At that time, I was stationed in Virginia, renting, and my BAH was just evaporating. While on my way back from deployment, one of my fellow engineers informed me about the VA home loan benefit, and that, my friends, was the beginning of my journey. So I said to myself, why not use the benefit that I've earned? If we put it in perspective, I was serving for 3 years at that time, and some didn't even serve for that long. Therefore, for me, that was benefit that I've literally earned. Benefit much deserved, I earned it. Therefore, I told myself I need to use this. Fast forward, I closed on my first single family home with zero down payment a few months later. My monthly mortgage was actually lower than my rent, and every payment is still building equity as we go. The best part of this was that I even rented out a room to another service member and started house hacking. That move helped me eliminate over $10,000 in credit card debt in a year and started saving for my second property. You don't have to wait until you separate from the military or retire in order for you to use this VA loan benefit. If you are on active duty, you can use your BAH to cover the mortgage, just like I did. You can buy at your current duty station, just like I did. You can use it for house hacking or family stability, just like I did. Just make sure this is your primary residence because VA loan can be used for investment property directly. As a pro tip for y'all today, if you are planning to PCS in a few years, consider buying a home with good rental potential. I rented out my first property when I transferred, and it now brings in a substantial monthly cash flow for me. And yes, you can use your VA loan more than once. Here's how you do that. For a full entitlement restore, you have to sell your original home or pay off the loan. For partial entitlement, you have to use what's left to buy another property. You can even own 2 VA back home if the second one is justified. In case of PCS and during those situations, as long as the first property is about 50 miles away from the first one or the new one, you'll be able to get that second home backed by the VA loan as well. When I moved, I didn't sell my first home. I used my remaining entitlement to purchase my second home. The key is knowing how much entitlement you have used and how much you have remains. Here's what to watch for whenever you're using a VA loan. Not shopping around for lenders, right? So there is a lot of lenders that offer the VA back loan. Therefore, you want to make sure you shop around to get multiple offers, multiple rates. That way you'll be able to choose the rate that's best for you and then the lender that best fits what you want to do at that particular time, right? So the more offer you have, the better. Forgetting about closing costs. Even though it is a zero down payment, there are still fees like closing costs that you might be responsible for. So be ready for that and be on the lookout. Underestimate repair costs for older homes. If you are buying an older home, make sure you do your due diligence to understand how much it will cost you to repair all the necessary repair that's needed for the house, because the VA back loan is not going to provide you that fee or that fund for you to do the repair that you needed before you move into the house. So make sure you are aware of that and don't underestimate those repair costs. Ignoring your credit score. Credit score is still a factor in this particular case. Therefore, make sure that you have a good credit, and that way that's gonna unlock you some of those best rates that the lenders are offering. So you have a good rate, and that way in transition it will reduce your monthly payment as well. I almost bought a property that had heating foundation damage. I was so excited to close, and I nearly skipped the inspection necessary for closing on the house. That one mistake could have cost me thousands of dollars. So for me, don't rush into any deal. Make sure you build your real estate team to help you through the process. As our call to action this week, the VA loan isn't just a benefit, it's a launch pad. You can start building wealth, creating housing stability, or even laying the foundation for future real estate ventures while still wearing the uniform. Drop house in the comment if you have used or plan to use your VA loan. Download my free VA loan starter checklist by commenting VA ready below. Like, subscribe, and share this with a battle buddy who's still renting. If you have a battle buddy that's still renting out there, share this video with them so they can get started with this process. Again, as a disclaimer, the views and opinion expressed in this video are my own and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the Department of Defense, the United States Navy, or any other U.S. military branch. This content is created for informational and educational purpose only and is not endorsed by the Department of Defense or the U.S. government. Thank you for being here, and as always, thank you for your service. I'll see you next week. Bye.